and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. 20 seconds to go. Tina made it onto the start line for the ZLDR recovery hour. And I'm going to go at 10 kph if anybody wants to run with me. I am going to have to jump off the treadmill and open the doors a bit more though, because I thought it was cold. Oh my goodness. It's much warmer in here than I expected it to be. So we've got Tina in the chat. We've got Laurie. Hello, Laurie from Washington State. Right over the other side of the Atlantic and over the other side of America. Oh, I think probably about 6, maybe even 7,000 miles away. Laurie is. Hello, Laurie. He says, glad to be able to join you today. So over there, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. 5:30 in the evening here. Jeff Partridge. Oh yeah, Tina says she's late because she had to do the big Zwift update. So there has been a new update dropped today. Tina's going to do her own thing. We've got... Who's running the show tonight? Is it Russ? We've got Russ Miller with the yellow beacon. He's in charge tonight. My treadmill is very rattly today. Laurie says she's feeling good but tired. Definitely a slow recovery day for me today, she says. Clive's with us. Hello, Clive. Jeff Partridge is in the run. Greg Rakovich is in the run. Like I said, Russ Miller is leading us today. Schwartz is in there. Camilla is in there. And No Pain, No Gain is in there as well. Camilla says, I should have had my rest day today, but I'm pushing it until tomorrow. I've got another 40k to do after today. So tonight will bring me to 60 kilometers for the week. I need to do 100k this week. So 20k tomorrow, 20k on Sunday. That should do it. Let's see if I can get that done over the weekend. I was supposed to go out this morning, but I woke up feeling really tired. So I spent the day replying to multiple YouTube comments on my videos that I've neglected for weeks, if not a couple of months. So I spent pretty much all day replying to YouTube comments, which was very rewarding. Some lovely comments on some of my videos, so I'm very happy about that, very pleased to do that. So let's just get this run done this evening. 1 hour's running. I'm going at 10 kph, so I'm going to do 10k by the end of the hour. But I'm just going to jump off a second and open those doors. And then turn the fan on as well. Tina says, I've just watched the Backyard Ultra video. Strangely, it was very watchable. That was because there was... Is it because there was no topless scenes of me? That's what you... I know that's what you're getting at, Tina. Most of the time I was wrapped up in my coat. Thank you very much, Tina. Yeah, getting some nice comments on the Backyard Ultra video. I thought I'd get in there before you, Jeff. One kilometre done. Clive was a bit late. Yeah, not much of me at all in that video, was it? Just my voice you had to worry about most of the time. Did you also notice no music? I decided to go for the no music option. So I just collated all the bits of video and then left it fairly raw. And I think it works okay. Sometimes it's nice to just not have any music like that. I very rarely do that, but I thought this time I would. Hello, Atkan. Says from Turkey, hello. Atakan Koban from Turkey, watching on YouTube. Good to have you with us. We are live on the Zwift Run channel, on YouTube and Twitch, and on the Film My Run channel on Facebook. And we're doing 10k, nice and comfortable, trying to keep the heart rate relatively low, and we'll be here for 1 hour. Right on to you, Akpan. So, anyone got any stories? Like I said, I've had a fairly standard, boring day, really. Just on the computer. So nothing exciting has happened today. Camilla had tacos for dinner. Norwegian national dish next to pizza. Is pizza a Norwegian dish? Just like curry is the main dish in the UK. Looks like there's quite a chatty group today in the ZLDR recovery hour. I went to the sweet shop with my daughter. I purchased sweets, but ellipsis. My daughter purchased a massive pickle. What is wrong with children today? Question mark. Jeff Partridge likes fish tacos. Or is that in reply to somebody else? Not like when we were children. We'll stop. My daughter also loves sushi and olives, both black and green! Exclamation mark. My thoughts precisely, Russ. Salt and vinegar twists and cheese puffs, says Clive. Yeah, crisps or sweets? Norwegian national dish, roll mop tacos. Yeah, I mean, that's the weird thing, isn't it? We're so multicultural these days. Curry is the national dish of the UK, and fish tacos are the national dish of Norway, along with pizza. And you could probably argue pizza is one of the national dishes of the UK as well. So we have established that only crisps and sweets should be allowed in sweet shops, and that children today are weird. Camilla says 100% yes. Russ says, sweets need to be in big glass jars that you buy by the kilogram. Served by a man behind the counter wearing a long brown coat. Actually, that doesn't sound right. Actually, that sounds all kinds of wrong. Victoria says, happy Friday, everyone. Right, Russ Miller has now decided he's going to watch Open All Hours later. For those who remember Open All Hours. Yeah, Tina, of course. So we're almost a quarter of the way through. 15 minutes gone, 2.5 kilometers done. And here we go, look. There we are, 2.5k, 15 minutes. Fork handles. Did anyone see the Mitchell and Webb version of that? By the way, can I just ask, on my live stream, am I a bit choppy? Gee, it doesn't look too bad now. Every time I glance over, it just looks vaguely choppy. The video send from my camera. Maybe not. Tina, comma, aren't you old enough to be Ronnie Barker's sister? Question mark, exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Let's hope she does. She won't see that. It's all right. She won't see it. Don't panic. She won't see it. It's fine. It's fine. She's too bad. Ouch, says Tina. I thought she was too busy replying to Victoria to see that. I tried to slip it in unnoticed, but she didn't. Thin ice, cousins, says Jeff Partridge. Thin ice. Yeah, but Jeff, I'm constantly walking on thin ice. I'm used to it. It's okay, Jeff. I am wearing my snowshoes. I think I'll just shut up for a few minutes, just to let the dust settle. What's everyone doing at the weekend, by the way? Anyone got any exciting plans? We are racing on Sunday, or I'm racing on Sunday. Coming up to 3 kilometers done, 7 to go. See you later, Dennis. Even though you are on a bike, we'll forgive you. Yeah, Ellis is racing tomorrow. Everyone's saying goodbye to Dennis, even though he's a cyclist. Clive says good luck to Ellis tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to the Crawley track at the K2 Leisure Centre in Crawley. Ellis has got a track race tomorrow. I don't have any friends. What do you mean, Greg? Question mark. You agree that I don't have any friends? Question mark, exclamation mark. It's a fair point. Tina says their local ultra run comes through the village tomorrow. I shall do a few miles with my friends. Nice one. What's the local ultra race called? To be fair, it's amazing that most of us haven't got kicked off this platform at some point. I get away with murder half the time. I mean, comma, not actual murder, of course. I don't often murder people. Very rarely. I can't read what Greg's saying, there's too much there. I used to work in the broadcast industry, and the very few times that I was on air since I was engineering, I knew exactly how far I could push things, yes. Tina's, right, the ultra that comes through where Tina lives is called the Ham to Lime 50 and 100k. Nice. Is anyone racing at the weekend? Question mark. Wow, Tina did the 50k in 2018. Amazing. Russ Miller has a half marathon next month. Laurie has just hit level 9. Well done, Laurie. Well done, hitting level 9, Laurie. Four kilometres in, 6 to go. Congratulations on Laurie hitting level 9. And we are under the water in the glass tunnels. Greg's writing too much now, I can't see what he's writing. 25 minutes gone, 35 to go. Russ, what half marathon do you have next month? Question mark. Atakan says, I ran a half marathon Zwift following your dear mate. Now it's time to run a marathon. I will succeed by following you again. Thank you very much, Clive. Ride on. Nice one, Atakan. So it sounds like Atakan did a half marathon with Clive quite recently. Robin Hood half marathon next September. Over on the Isle of Wight, question mark. Oh, Nottingham, okay. Oh yes, of course, Robin Hood in Nottingham. Robin Hood in Nottingham? No, Robin Hood in Nottingham. Amanda, hello Amanda. Absolutely fantastic, Amanda. Well done with your run. Mont Blanc Marathon, fantastic. Oh no, Jeff Partridge's sugar levels have just crashed. And he hasn't got any Haribo in reach. Come on, Jeff. Work through it. Let's go, buddy. Tina says, Amanda, you are a legend. Clive says, fantastic work, Amanda. Clive also says, well done to Atakan for his half marathon. And Victoria says, well done as well. Yeah, congratulations, Atakan, and good luck with the marathon. I'm sure you can do a marathon on a treadmill. Big love for Amanda Allison in the live stream, who's joined us having completed her Mont Blanc Marathon. Tina says, I eat so little sugar these days, I don't get sugar crashes. I need to get back to that as well, Tina. I used to be like that, where I didn't actually have sugar crashes. but I've not been so great recently. I'm the same as Jeff. I do tend to get sugar crashes if I'm not careful. Russ Miller says, yeah, Amanda did well. She might also be at the Robin Hood marathon. Are you going to do the Robin Hood half, Amanda? Yeah, because Amanda does live in Nottingham, doesn't she? Yes, she does live. Oh yes, she does live in Nottingham, of course. Jeff Partridge hasn't eaten anything for about 5 hours. Try and get through it, Jeff. See if you can manage. Half an hour to go. So we're just coming up to halfway. 5k done. 30 minutes done. Heart rate nice and comfortable at the moment. Flitting between zones 1 and 2. Isn't that funny? Jeff Partridge mentions a sugar crash. And in my head, I now start to feel like I'm having a sugar crash. That is weird. I think that's mental. I think that's psychological. That is very strange. I'm feeling a bit weird now, Jeff. But I think it's psychological. Amanda Allison does indeed say she might come back out of retirement just for the half marathon. Amanda, you will be doing the Mont Blanc 90k next year. Or, Amanda, how about joining us in Chamonix in a year's time in August to do one of the UTMB events? How about OCC or something like that, 56k, which Victoria is doing this year? You could apply to do that next year. That would be amazing. I'd like to do OCC actually, or have another go at CCC. Haha, TDS for Amanda. Well, we've got to get you through TDS this year, Jeff. Get those hills in. Get that hill training in, Jeff. I want to see you cross that finish line this year. Yes, if I don't get into one of the other events, I might have to reapply for TDS again. Yes, but Amanda, you were broken after the half marathon last year. Ah, that's interesting. Herbert Cravell is doing OCC next year. Paul Hayward says, leave no stone unturned with your training. Jeff Partridge, 5.5k in here, 4.5 to go. So just another little plug for the Backyard Ultra video, which is now online on the Film My Run channel. If you haven't watched it yet, it's the story of this year's Suffolk Backyard Ultra, which is the top Backyard Ultra in the country. another epic event this year, and it went on for 82 hours. So there is a good hour's worth of footage online now. Flick through it at your convenience, but do go and give it a watch. Hi Leo, hope you're well, mate. Are you coming to join us for the half marathon next week? Darren Van Dit's organising one. Laurie says she's watched it and she says it was awesome. Thank you, Laurie. Very kind of you to say so. Oh yeah, Lavaredo would be awesome. And Tour de Gion, of course. Jeff, there are so many races in so little time, because we are going to be past it soon. We need to sort this out. Yeah, I want to do Lavaredo. I want to do 100 miles of Istria. I want to do Mozart 100. I want to do Western States. I want to do Tour de Gion. I want to do Monte Rosa. There's so many things to do. We've just got to manage time and budgets. Oh, are you injured, Leo? Oh, look after yourself, buddy. Yeah, don't run if you're injured. Is that as a result of the ultra the other day? Yeah, just look after yourself, Leo. Coming up to 6 kilometres. 4 to do. I think I might turn the second fan on because it's getting hot. And ever since Jeff said about having a sugar crash, I now feel like I'm having another sugar crash again, like I did last week. So, just stay calm a bit now. Oh yeah, Victoria's telling you off now. Leo says don't get pulled into doing the half marathon. Nice one, Russ. I don't know if you saw that. Russ says, I did a puzzle the other day in under a week. And he was really pleased with himself because on the side of the box it said 2 to 4 years. Tina says, pull your big boy pants on, Stephen, and get on with it. I'm off. See you soon. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, Tina. Take care. Yeah, look after yourself. Have a great weekend. I've got a lot of miles to cover over the weekend, so I better sort myself out. I've got nice dinner when I've finished, so just get these next 22 minutes done and go and have my dinner. Yes, Leo. So Leo says he's been running, but slow, and back to full fitness hopefully in 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, take your time. Just get yourself back there nice and easy. Jeff reckons he's through the other side of the sugar crash now. I'm not yet. I need to just keep running and see if I can push through it. I'm going to resist asking Victoria to come out and give me some chocolate or something. I should try and get through it without anything. normally perfectly fine. It's just, I'm sure it's psychological. I'm sure it's just because Jeff said he's having a sugar crash and now I feel a bit weak in my legs. It's weird. Heart rate looks good though, nice and comfortable in zone 1 with 20 minutes to go of the ZLDR recovery hour here on the Zwift Run channel live. Well done if you're running, thank you very much if you're watching. We won't be on at the weekend, both Victoria and I will be running, but we'll be outdoors. I know, scary stuff. I think I will do park run in the morning, and then we'll have to do a longish run sometime over the weekend to make up some miles, as will Victoria. Victoria's not been feeling terribly well today, so she hasn't run. So Victoria's got a few miles to catch up on tomorrow or Sunday. But we'll be back with the community run on Monday, live on these channels, as always, and back with the banter as well. Always good fun. Leo says it's so hard to sit down and not run. I think you're like Victoria, you know. Can't sit still. Always have to be doing something. Leo, if you're looking for a coach, Victoria is available for a reasonable fee. Jeff Partridge telling me off, says you should know better than to catch up on missed mileage. Well, it's only this week. I should have run this morning. I should have done 10 miles this morning, and I felt a bit too tired. And I'm sure I can. It's not going to be that much to make it up tomorrow and Sunday. It's fine. We'll be all right. Oh, Victoria, don't start agreeing with him. Honestly. If you start agreeing with Jeff Partridge, he'll just talk more. You do realise that, don't you? Right, and now Leo is saying, I think Victoria would be an amazing coach. Don't. Leo, don't. Honestly, I will never hear the end of it. Oh yeah, it was a mistype. An amazing couch. Now I like that. Victoria would be an amazing couch. All right. Right, everyone's getting in on the act now. Paul Hayward says, Victoria inspires me. I can easily turn the chat off, you know. Why is there never anyone on this beach? Question mark. Why is there never anyone on this beach? Question mark. There should be donkey rides. Punch and Judy shows. Showing my age. Okay, right, Tina's back. She says, I was going to leave, but this is too funny. Now he's ignoring. I'm not ignoring you. I am thinking of turning chat off, seeing as you're all bigging up Victoria. Zero to Hero, hello. She says, 46 degrees C here today. A fun 5k race in the morning. That is hot. Well done, buddy. Jeff Partridge, talking about turning chat off. He says, yes, so can we. Leo says, I think Mrs. Cousins has an understanding, or Miss Cousins as in teacher, yeah, has an understanding coaching attitude and very understanding one. Stephen, take note. Talking about the beach, Paul Haywood says, it's not Blackpool or Worthing, you know. I know. Yeah. The thing is, if we had all the people who are on Santa Monica Beach, our run path would be taken up by skateboards. So I don't want that. Skateboards and women wearing bronze tan. Right, I think I'm over my sugar crash now. Just like Jeff came and went in 10 or 15 minutes. I've got 2 fans on me, so it's nice and cool. We are still just about hanging on to zone 1, well, flitting between zone 1 and 2. And we're running along the beach. If you didn't know, by the way, this beach is reminiscent, it's kind of designed based on Santa Monica Beach in California, near the Zwift HQ. So yeah, it definitely isn't Worthing or Blackpool, that's for sure. I have never heard of this thing. Greg, you wouldn't like my wife's personality then, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. In the game, in the in-game chat, they're talking about a kind of ice which doesn't melt. Pellet ice, apparently. Has anyone heard of pellet ice? Leo Loughran says, I find that when you don't run, you get extremely hungry and eat all the biscuits. It's not healthy at all. You make a good point, Leo. Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. Yeah, has anyone heard of pellet ice? An ice that is ice that they put in drinks, which doesn't melt and doesn't make the drink ice cold. Just cool, apparently. I don't get it either, but apparently that's a thing. They've just been talking about it in game. You know what would make your coffee cool down quicker? Iced coffee. Right, 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes left. We are approaching. Well, we're at 8.3 kilometres. So, just over a mile left to run. 0 to hero says it sounds like a chunk of metal. What? Pellet ice, yes. You must be a hard man to please, Greg. How about your bath water? Leo says, food is like a substitute to running. I think we all feel guilty, so we eat to feel better. When I'm running, food can be hit or miss. Yeah, I get it. I do get that. See, that's just next level. Actually knowing the temperature of your shower water. Mine is just kinda hot, very hot, kinda cold, very cold. Exactly, Camilla. Camilla says, with shower water, when I think, oh, this is a bit too hot, I know I'm there. Greg in game is just saying the exact temperature that he likes his hot water to be in his shower. I said, that is next level. Coming up to 9k now. Is that true, Leo? I'm not reading that out if it's not true. Is it honestly true? Paul Hayward says, as long as we have no more shower scenes, I don't mind what the temperature of your shower is. I simply can't promise that, Paul. I cannot promise it because I don't want to let you down. You know, if by some accident a shower scene appears in one of my future videos, I can't be held responsible for letting you down. You need to take the blue pill. At 9 kilometers done. I'm still waiting to hear if this is true, Leo. Victoria says, quite comprehensively, no one wants to see another shower scene. Leo takes the red pill every time. Yeah, it's harder to take the blue pill. 5 minutes to go. I access the portal through never mind, I won't do it. Okay, right, Leo confirms it is true. He says if your first name is Greg and you go to the Greg's Bakery, if you can prove your name is Greg on your passport, they will give you a sausage roll for free. I mean, that is almost worth changing your name for, isn't it? It's almost worth changing your name to Greg simply to get a free sausage roll from Greg's. Yes, thank you for leading, Russ, as always. We have heard that loitering is your best asset. Yeah, we don't know. It has yet to be confirmed if you can prove your name is Donald, whether you get a free Big Mac from McDonald's. Right, now this is getting ridiculous, Paul Hayward. He says if you can prove your name is John, and you go to John Lewis's, they'll give you a free couch. Victoria wants to know how many people are called Lidl. Aldi. Yeah, my name is Aldi. Do I get a free... What do you get a free thing from in Aldi or Lidl? Laurie says, nice to be with you all today. Thank you, Laurie, and you. Greetings to Washington State. 50 kilometre weekly goal has been met on Zwift. 50k on Zwift. We just need to do 50k outside now. Let's drop a couple of ride-ons to people. Always nice to say well done to people who you've been running with. Thank you, Russ. So if you are running, make sure you go and drop some ride-ons to people, just to say thank you for running with me and well done. Oh, there we go. Well done, Camilla. And Apsley from Scotland. I think that's everyone. And we are done. 10k done in 1 hour. Clive says, thank you, Stephen. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you all next time. Thank you, Clive. Anything you want from the middle. What, Aldi or... Yeah, the middle aisle in Lidl or Aldi, yeah. Like that, the stupid... You can get like a garden chair or a hammer or an electric pillow or... a rain making machine. Get a free one of them if you can prove your name is Aldi. If you go into Aldi and you can prove on your passport that your name is Aldi, you get any free item from the middle aisle. Tomorrow's park run, Paul is going to do. He says, do you think I can start at the front for tomorrow? Yeah, of course you can. Start at the front tomorrow, no problem. No problem. Leo says, I could do with a ride on, Stephen. I've been doing 0 to 0 couch eating cornflakes. I would give you a ride on if I could find your name next to an activity that's been done. Cheers, Paul. Have a great weekend, all. And Paul, says Jeff. And we will see you all on Monday. We're doing the community run on Monday. Greg says adios to everyone. Mario says, hasta otra. Hasta otra. I don't know that. Hasta la vista. Hasta luego, I know. See you later. There you go. Ride on from Victoria to Leo. So yeah, that is it for Zwift this weekend. We'll be back on Monday for another week of Zwift running, but we are out and about at the weekend running outdoors, so we will see you for the community run on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care. Thank you for running with me today. Thank you for all the usual good banter in the chat as well. Take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.